This video is slightly different to the content that you're used to on this channel, but I wanted to try something different. The week that this video is being uploaded on, I'm not going to be available to make a deep dive analytical video that week, so consider this video as a kind of filler video for all of you to enjoy until I get my next analysis video out there. Yeah, it's a face reveal, it's a waifu tier list, kind of inspired by the likes of Gigok and Anime Man. I really wanted to do a waifu tier list for a while. If you followed the channel long enough, then you've known that I wanted to do this about a year ago, but here we are, so I've had the opportunity. We're going to do a complete ranking of all of these Bleach female characters. Now this is most of the female characters who feature within Bleach, so yeah, let's dive into the topic of the video. A lot of these Bleach characters I've gone over in several analysis videos that I've done on the channel, but when it comes to female characters from Bleach, I'm aware of all of the characters that appear within the manga, but when it comes to characters that are filler only characters, I don't know anything about them, aside from the characters who feature within the Bount arc. Now, even when it comes to the Bount arc, I watched it so many years ago, so I don't really care for any of those characters. So any filler characters are going straight into the I don't know tier. So I'm going to break this up into the different sections. So I'll cover the don't know tier. S rank is for the best female characters who are definitely waifu material. A rank are characters who are certainly there, but they just don't have that extra thing that makes them S rank. B rank are characters who, yeah, I like this character, but I don't dislike this character. It's kind of a indifferent tier. C rank is kind of characters who have done something to annoy me, or characters who I kind of don't dislike, not characters who I completely hate. D rank are forgettable characters who have not really done anything within the show memorable or that had caught my eye or attention really. So that's all of the tiers broken down. Let's now get into actually ranking each of these characters. Now there's 54 female characters. I try not to rush this, so we'll see how we go. So the first character is Harribel. Now Harribel, from what you've seen in my video already, is a character that I do like, but I don't think Harribel is S rank, so I'm gonna go for A rank for Harribel. And next up we've got two filler characters. These two filler characters, again, going straight into the I don't know. Never seen them before, don't really know what capacity they're involved in within the story. Next character we have is, I believe this is Senjumaru. I think this character appears within a light novel. I'm not too familiar with this character. Do they have something to do with Kinpachi? I don't know. I've not read the light novel, so can't really comment on it. Okay, after this we have Kiryu Hikifune, one of the royal guards. Kiryu Hikifune has a very pleasant personality. It's not a character who I particularly dislike. It's not a character who I like too much. She's definitely a character who has assets, and that's a word that I'll be using a lot in this video. So Kiryu Hikifune gets an A rank for obvious reasons. And then we've got these Sternritter characters. So I'm just going to knock off these 5 female characters altogether. So these Sternritter girls, when it comes to Sternritters, I'm not completely familiar with each of them. Obviously that portion of the story is far more recent than any of the stuff from the Arrancar arc. I've gotten to know the Vizards, Arrancars and all of those characters very well. When it comes to the Sternritters, I've just not read that portion of the story as much as the earlier portions. So I mean, I know Candice, Giselle, I think this character is Meninas, but they're not, I don't know, they're not particularly memorable characters, so I'm just going to put them in D rank. Not characters who are cared for or who, you know, are anywhere near what I would consider waifu material. But the character that I do consider to be waifu material is the character of Bambietta. Now Bambietta is S rank for me because, well, it's a crazy personality. She's got an amazing appearance. Kubo, I think, did a really good job with her character design. She's easily S rank for me, in my opinion. Then we've got the Vizard, Hiyori. Hiyori has a really wild personality. She has a very petite figure. For that reason, I don't particularly hate Hiyori, but I don't feel anything for her. Is very indifferent. For that reason, she's in C rank. Next up, we have the character of Neliel. So with Neliel, it's very similar sentiment to Bambietta. So Neliel is pretty cool. Actually, yeah. I think Neliel's easy A rank, yeah. It's just some stuff missing that would make it just that extra edge to get it into S rank. With S rank, I want to keep it exclusive for characters who, you know, I really did like within the story. Lisa is another really cool character. She appears within the special one-shot chapter. She made a reappearance and she had a totally new captain's garb, and I thought that was really cool to have that within the story. Kubo did an excellent job with a character design in the special chapter. So Lisa gets a rank in my opinion. And now we're getting to the very irrelevant characters that appear within the Raruka arc, or the Fate Karakura Town arc. Now Tsuruchi is not a character that I like all that much. She had a battle against Uryu. She's not a very interesting character. I mean, her appearance wasn't memorable in my opinion. And for that reason, I'm just going to put it in the D rank. Just nothing interesting. Nowhere near waifu material in my opinion. So then we have Lilynette, which obviously we know she's associated with Stark's character. Her and Stark have a very close bond with each other. It is said that Stark was really lonely and then Lilynette appeared and filled that void within his life. If you want to know more about that, I've got a whole video on Stark. Again, when it comes to Lilynette, I'd say D rank. Nothing really interesting. Now we're moving on to the two rejects of the Hueco Mundo arc, and these two characters really were jealous of Orihime within that portion of the story, and for that reason I really didn't like them. Their personalities were really toxic, something that you don't want from a waifu. So these two are not waifu material at all. Loli and Manoli get a D rank from me. And then we have obviously best girl Masaki. Masaki Kurosaki appears not all that too often within the story, very sporadically. At the start we get a lot of her, and then we get obviously the flashback within the 1000-year Blood War arc. Misaki is an easy A rank in my opinion, a very wholesome character. Then we have Mayuri's favorite body pillow, Nemu. So Nemu is another character who I didn't really think much of until I saw the cover art for her from the Bleach volume that she features on, and honestly, if a cover art could change someone's mind, then that one certainly did. And in my opinion, Nemu's now A rank, easy. Ururu, I don't know who on earth put Ururu on this list. Let's see if Ichigo's sisters are on this list. Yeah, Yuzu and Karin. I'm gonna... It's just, look, when it comes to waifu material, Ururu, no chance. Sorry. It's just, where is she in the story? Why is she? It's just a kid. Karin, I'm gonna put it in the similar D rank. Children, man. No, so Yuzu and Karin, if you're counting their appearances within the final chapter, then yeah, you would bump them up a bit, but obviously the children, so obviously D rank for them. Unohana, I'm gonna put into... A lot of people, surprisingly, did like Unohana's character a lot. I do like a character, but in terms of, you know, physical appeal, when it comes to that keyword waifu, I don't really see it. Waifu material for Unohana, I'm going to put it as B rank, unfortunately. I know a few of you are going to be upset about that, but, you know, it's my tier list. So next we have Apache and we have Mila Rose, Harribel's Fraction. And these are characters, again, I feel very indifferent towards these two characters. And neither do I hate them, but they did have a good appearance within the show and characters who I respect. Now, we're moving on to Siphon. Now, Siphon is... It's a difficult one with Siphon because, you know, she had a very interesting story arc, and I covered it within, obviously, another character analysis video that I did on her. But she was really annoying for the most part within the story. She was obsessing over Yoruichi. Initially, she hated her and, you know, wanted to kill her. Then got over all of that, but her personality never really changed, and she still kind of had this toxic side to her. For that reason, I really want to put it in the... I don't want to be too mean, I don't want to put it in the D rank, but I'm thinking, I don't know, she's annoying. Siphon's annoying. I'm just saying it. She is annoying. Alright, next up we have Kukaku Shiba. She helped Ichigo and the others during the Soul Society arc to fire the cannonball into the Serite. It was a key character who Yoruichi requested the help from. Kukaku Shiba, again, a character who has assets and a character who I want to put in A rank, but I'm gonna settle with B rank. I just don't think she's totally waifu material. Then we have Isane, who is obviously the lieutenant of Unohana. Isane is another character who I feel very indifferent towards. You know, nothing too memorable with her character, nothing that made me think, oh, she's waifu when I'd seen her. Next up, moving on to Yoruichi Shihoin. Now, if you've seen my 10k Q&A, then you'll know that Yoruichi is one of my favorite characters to feature within the entirety of Bleach, and for that reason, Yoruichi is easily S rank. I mean, aside from female characters, when it comes to other characters in the story, like Urahara, Ichigo, Gurumjiao, Yoruichi's up there with those guys. I mean, Yoruichi has an excellent character design. She has this femme fatale side to her. She can hold her own in battle. Her abilities are incredible. She has a lot of battle experience. She's one of the oldest members of the Soul Society, one of the highest ranking, being within the Shihoin family. She was a captain of the Gotei 13. She also led the stealth division. Yoruichi is just a badass in general. All of her appearances are memorable, and I really did want to see more of her, even though we got quite a lot of her during the 1000-year Blood War arc. But yeah, you can never get enough of Yoruichi, and yeah, that's why she's S rank in my opinion. Next up we have Nanao, who is Shunsui's lieutenant. So Nanao, obviously Shunsui really likes her. With her character, it's a very similar sentiment. I mean, really good character, excellent design, very attractive, but not anything in the top rankings, you know. With these rankings, I mean, S, A, and B, they're all characters that are likable. Anything below B, it's just, nah, they're not cutting it for waifu material. So these characters, you know, they're up there. So she's not got too much of a low ranking. So now, when it comes to Momo, Momo's character is a really funny one for me. Whenever she appears within the story, she gets, you know, completely f***ed up within the story. I mean, Soul Society arc did her dirty. Even the fake Karakura Town arc had no mercy. I mean, Momo really had it handed to her within the story, and for that reason, Kubo abused this character a lot. So I'm just in D rank. Sorry, Momo. I'm not gonna treat you any better. So next up, we have the Vizard, the green-haired Mashiro Kuna. So Mashiro Kuna is a character who I don't really remember too much. I don't remember what she's done. I'll probably get around to making a video on each of the Vizards, so I'll know a bit more about her, but I don't really remember much about her aside from her having a quirky personality. She definitely has assets, but again, she's a character who I'm very indifferent towards. I liked her appearances, just don't remember much. We've got, again, another filler character. I don't know who this character is, so don't know. Okay, we have a very underrated character who's come up next. We have one of Ichigo's oldest childhood friends, Tatsuki. Tatsuki is a character who, like I said, is very underrated and underappreciated, but she's a character that I really like a lot. So with her personality and the way that she, you know, has a no bullshit kind of attitude, she confronts Ichigo and questions him on what on earth he's doing during the early portions of the Raruka arc. She's definitely a good friend to Ichigo, Orihime, and the others, and she also had a change of appearance during the Fullbring arc, and I think that it did a world of good to her. So I really like Tatsuki's character in terms of personality and appearance, and she's A rank for me. I know that's a very controversial kind of decision, but I don't care. Okay, next up we have Ikumi, which is Ichigo's boss from the Fullbring arc and the 1000-year Blood War arc. Ikumi is a character who I can see Ichigo coming to for advice. I mean, we see that he runs to her when everybody has been controlled by Tsukishima. He also goes to see her during the 1000-year Blood War arc. Ikumi is a interesting character, not A rank as such, but B rank easy, I think. Next up we have Jackie from the Fullbring arc. Jackie is one of those characters who, aside from her cool line within the anime, Dirty Boots, I don't really have anything else to say for Jackie. I'm just gonna put it in the D rank very quietly. Okay, so next up we have Orihime Inoue. Now Orihime, it's no secret, I made over an hour-long video on Orihime talking about how much I like her character, how I think she is another underappreciated character. People just think of her as a damsel in distress or a pointless healer. I don't think Orihime is a useless character. If you are under that impression, go and check out my Orihime character analysis video. For that reason, Orihime is easily going into the S rank tier in my opinion. Next up we have Yachiru. Yachiru is a kid, so D rank, sorry. Taking a step back and looking at this tier list, wow, a lot of them didn't make the cut for B, A, and S. I'm very particular with the choice here. We have now Ruki Akuchi, main girl Rukia. Ruki Akuchi, in my opinion, you know, really good personality, great looks, just doesn't cut it for the S rank. S rank I'm reserving for the special one, so Rukia is very special, but just doesn't cut it above into S rank. So A rank for Rukia. Okay, now we have the character of, I think, Kiane? Yeah, Kiane. So Kiane appears also within the new chapter that just recently released. She was one of the characters who was promoted into a lieutenant, but sadly Kiane was cut down later on in the chapter by the Hell Beasts that appear. So Kiane had a very rough ride in the 2021 special Bleach chapter. As for appearance within the manga, nothing memorable. It's not a character who I feel indifferent towards, it's just I don't remember her character much at all, and the appearances that she did have weren't memorable at all. Okay, now we've got a filler extravaganza with a lot of the bound characters. I mean, so yep, don't know. I know these characters very vaguely because I watched the bound arc, and that was before I even knew what filler was, but I hate the bound arc, and for that reason I wish there was a shit tier. I would put all these bound characters in the shit tier. From what I remember of the bound arc from 2007, I really didn't like it, and I almost stopped watching Bleach because of it. So I mean, look at how original these character designs are. These two characters have the exact same fringe and facial structure. You'd mistake them for being the exact same character, but apparently they're different characters. Can't remember, don't know who they are. So we have next up Rukia's older sister, Hisana. So it's a very interesting one with Hisana. She appears rarely within the story, only during flashbacks where Byakuya is speaking about her. I know there are some filler moments with Hisana's character within the actual anime and within movie 3, but other than that, I'm only basing this off of what I know from the manga. From what I know, Hisana is C rank, very indifferent towards her, don't hate her, and don't particularly like her too much. Okay, we've got more filler characters, we know what to do with them. Okay, so now we're getting up to the last few characters here. So we've got Rangiku. Now Rangiku is a character that a lot of you have requested me to make a video on. It's a character that I really like. I covered a lot about her during my Senjumaru video. Rangiku had a very tragic past. She's a character that I've always been interested in, obviously for obvious reasons, but other than that, I mean, Rangiku is, in my opinion, A rank. Appearance, personality, comedic value within the story, really from character to really have around A rank, in my opinion. So we have Senna, who is a character that features within Bleach Movie 1. Now, Senna is a character that was even acknowledged by Kubo, so apparently the character design for Renji and Rukia's daughter Ichika was based off of the character design of Senna. Apparently Senna was supposed to have a more of a involved role within the manga. I don't really know the exact details. I talked about it in my Bleach Movie 1 review if you want to go back and watch that. So Senna was supposed to be involved more in the story. It's great that Kubo acknowledged her existence. Senna is a character that I have a personal attachment to. I really like her character. I remember watching Bleach Movie 1 all those years ago, and ever since then I've really liked her character. I thought she was really cool, excellent personality. I love the storyline of the first movie. For that reason, controversial, but Senna's S rank for me. I know it's very controversial, but there you go. And then we've got another 3 filler characters who I'm straight away throwing into the I don't know section. Don't know these characters at all. So now we're left with 2 characters. The first is Raruka, who is of course James Hansen's all-time waifu. She can do no wrong. Raruka, in my opinion, I'm not a fan of petite characters, not a character who I particularly hate, not a character who, I like all that too much. Just a character that I'm indifferent towards. I loved her artwork on the cover of the Bleach volume that she appeared within during the Fullbring arc. Other than that, really cool character, nice design, but a character that I ultimately feel very indifferent towards. And then we have the last character on this Bleach waifu tier list, and this is the character of Sunsun. If I can describe Sunsun's character, I mean, I do like Apache Emilia Rose more than her. I just find that she was really quiet within the story. Can't remember much about her, so D rank. So yeah, this is the completed Bleach waifu tier list. So you can see Yoruichi, Bambietta, Orihime, and Senna take the top picks for the best Bleach waifus. In my opinion, I've ranked here 54 characters. I think, well, this is my honest opinion of how I would rank these characters. What is evident here is that I don't know any of the filler characters. I do need to make probably a review of each of the filler arcs. Let me know if you guys want to see that. When it comes to a lot of the D rank characters, looking back at it, yeah, I wouldn't change any of those. C rank, indifferent, I don't really care. B rank characters who I like, but I don't think cut it to make it into the A rank. A rank are all characters who, I did like within the story. They've got an amazing character design, really good appearance. So yeah, that's my Bleach waifu tier list. If you want to create your own ranking for these characters, then I'll leave a link to this tier list in the description. This was a very different kind of video. It was kind of a filler video for the week that it's uploaded on. I'm not really going to be around to make an analysis or deep dive video that week, so this video is kind of just going to be as a filler padding out about videos. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more content like this, then let me know in the comment section. If you want me to continue making tier list videos, you want me to rank the Gote 13 captains, lieutenants, or the Bleach characters in general, then let me know in the comments. So yeah, that's the end of the video. I can't wait to see you in my next Bleach video, and I hope you like this one. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, then please consider supporting my channel on Patreon. I have multiple tiers with rewards including access to an exclusive Discord server, video scripts, as well as being the first to know about unreleased upcoming videos. Thank you for your time, and whatever you choose to contribute I will appreciate, and it will mean a lot to me.